Welcome back to another explainer. Look, if you're the kind of person who loves figuring out how things actually work to make your everyday life just a little bit better, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we are opening up a literal masterclass on activewear mechanics. We're going to break down the engineering behind a piece of gear that can and will literally make or break your workout. Yep, we're talking about the sports bra.
So I want you to really think about this for a second. Have you ever finished a run, or maybe a super high-intensity class, or honestly, even just a brisk walk, and immediately reached back to unclip a sports bra that felt like it was just digging into your ribs the entire time? Or, oh man, maybe you've experienced that really visceral, painful bouncing with every single step you take. You know the feeling, right? It's distracting, it's super uncomfortable, and frankly, it just totally ruins the joy of movement. But hey, if you're nodding along right now, you're definitely not alone in this. So the absolutely crucial point we need to establish right off the bat is perfectly captured right here. The rules for your everyday bras do not apply here, period.
Treating your activewear like your everyday lingerie?
Yeah, that is exactly why so many of us are in pain during our workouts. The actual engineering required to support your body during dynamic, high-impact movement is completely, fundamentally different from what you'd wear under a t-shirt sitting at a desk all day.
Okay, let's just dive right into this masterclass. We've got 4 clear lessons on the agenda today. Number 1, compression versus encapsulation. Number 2, the impact level system. Number 3, the band and strap check. And finally, number 4, your workout wardrobe prescription. All right, starting us off with section 1, compression versus encapsulation. Now, a compression bra has a very specific and, honestly, a quite literal definition. It's a design that basically just smashes everything flat against your chest. And I want to be super clear about this. Compression is perfectly fine for low-impact movement. But if you have a larger bust, relying solely on compression, it does absolutely nothing to prevent momentum during real impact. It just kind of locks things down temporarily without actually supporting the structural weight. Now, let's contrast that with an encapsulation bra. This design features individual molded cups that actually support each breast completely separately. Think of it visually like having a structured, built-in bra hiding secretly inside your sports bra. Instead of just flattening you out into a uniboob, encapsulation actually isolates the movement. It provides dedicated structural support to each side. So, when we compare these two mechanics side by side, the difference in how you should use them is glaringly obvious. Compression is strictly for low impact. Encapsulation, that's your go-to for high impact. Listen, if you are a C cup or above and you're running, jumping, or doing anything genuinely high impact, you absolutely 100% need encapsulation. It's wild how many women get this wrong, end up blaming their bodies, or they blame the workout for just being way too hard. But in reality, it's just the compression-only design failing them. Remember this, it's an engineering problem, not you problem. Moving right along to section 2, the impact level system. Let's see how this all applies to your actual routine. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how to match your specific activity to the right gear. Check this out. For low-impact activities, so we're talking yoga, walking, or weight training, those compression styles we just talked about are totally perfectly fine. But step it up to medium impact. Think cycling, hiking, maybe some light cardio, and you're going to want a hybrid design with some light encapsulation. Now for high impact, running, HIIT classes, jump training, this absolutely demands maximum encapsulation. You also need a wide, non-stretch band and adjustable straps to actually absorb all that kinetic energy. Honestly, if you take nothing else away, this is the biggest takeaway right here. Wearing a low-impact yoga sports bra to a high-intensity HIIT class is the exact mismatch that is causing your discomfort. Seriously, if you try to go jump rope in a low-impact compression top, you are going to be in pain. It's a recipe for disaster. Just a friendly reminder, your body isn't the problem here. It is simply a mismatch between the activity you're doing and the technology you've chosen to wear. Okay, up next, section 3, the band and strap check. Let's talk about the fitting room. So here is the absolute golden rule of bra fitting, guys. The band should be doing the majority of the work. Literally the heavy lifting, not the cups, and definitely not the straps. The underband is the true architectural foundation of your support system. If that band isn't secure, well, the entire structure is compromised. It's like building a house on a shaky foundation. So how do we actually test that foundation? Well, step 1 is the bounce test.
I mean it. Literally jump up and down in place right there in the fitting room. When you do this, absolutely nothing should move independently of your body. You and the bra should move totally as a single cohesive unit. Okay, step 2 is the underband check. It should sit nice and snug against your rib cage, right? But, and this is a big but, you need to be able to take a massive deep breath without it restricting your lungs at all. Now, pay really close attention to this point because it's a huge misconception. If your straps are digging into your shoulders during a run, your very first instinct is probably to just reach up and tighten them, right? Actually, scratch that. Don't do that. Digging straps are actually a band problem in disguise. It basically means your underband is way too loose, it's failing to provide that foundation we just talked about, and that is forcing those tiny little shoulder straps to carry the entire weight of your chest. Fix the band, and I guarantee you the strap pain disappears.
All right, rounding the corner into our final section, section 4, your workout wardrobe prescription.
So, just like your everyday bras, sports bras inevitably lose their elasticity over time. But with activewear, this process happens so much faster. Why? Well, because you are working out in a pretty harsh environment. The sweat, your body heat, and the constant mechanical stretching of the fabric, all of that breaks down the elastic fibers at a highly accelerated rate compared to whatever you're wearing to just sit at a desk. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the exact time frame we're looking at here, 6 to 12 months. Yep, you heard me. If you are a regular exerciser hitting the gym or the pavement multiple times a week, you really need to be replacing those high-impact sports bras every 6 to 12 months. Past that 12-month mark, the structural integrity of the elasticity is severely compromised, and that's true even if the bra still looks perfectly fine on the outside. But to make sure they even survive those 6 to 12 months, you have got to follow these maintenance rules. Either hand wash them or at the very least use a gentle cycle on your washing machine. And please remember this absolutely crucial rule. Never use a hot dryer. I literally cannot stress this enough. Throwing a high-impact sports bra into a hot dryer destroys those specialized compression fibers, and it melts the elastics almost instantly. It's basically activewear murder. Always air dry your gear. And that brings us to the final rule of maintenance, the rule of 2. You should own at least 2 sports bras in rotation for your primary activity. The reason is that elastic fibers actually need time to retract and fully recover their shape after being stretched all out during a really sweaty workout. By rotating between at least 2 bras, you're allowing the fabric a chance to rest and reset. And doing that actually extends the lifespan of both garments. It's a total game changer.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this final, genuinely empowering question to think about. The next time a workout feels way harder than it should simply because you're totally distracted by bouncing, chafing, or digging, take a second and ask yourself, is the problem actually your effort? Or is it simply the bra you grabbed out of the drawer without thinking about the impact level? Set yourself up for success, guys. Fix the foundation first. Apply what we learned in this explainer today, and I promise you, the workout itself gets a whole lot easier. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.